Bristol Community College, Mathematics with Dan Avedikian, Math 060, Topics in Developmental Mathematics, Section 4.10, Problem 17. This is Section 4.10, Problem 17. It says, using information from previous problems in this homework, compute how many millimeters are in 3 feet. Again, 3 feet is about like this. How many millimeters? So what I'd like to do is take my 3 feet and multiply it times something that has feet in the denominator and will have millimeters in the numerator. Now, I don't have any direct thing that we've used so far that goes from feet to millimeters. We're going to have to do it in a few steps, which is okay. So it says using information from previous problems. So if we go back to some of the problems, you'll notice in number 4 that it says 12 inches is equal to 1 foot. So we'll use that. Then in problem number 13, it also says that 2.54 centimeters equals 1 inch. We'll use that. I'll abbreviate it. Well, I'll write it inch. And in problem number 6, it also says that 10 millimeters, I'm going to use mm as a standard abbreviation, is equal to 1 centimeter. Again, cm for centimeter is a standard abbreviation. So this is some of the previous information, other homework problems in this section that we're going to use to go from feet to millimeters. So now as I start this process, I want to cancel feet. So 3 feet will be multiplied times something that has feet in the denominator. I want to make the feet cancel. So what do I have with feet? I have this on top from number 4. 12 inches equals 1 foot. So I have 1 foot. I'm writing 1 feet. That's not good grammatically, but it's okay. And 12 inches in the numerator. So I have an equivalent amount. 12 inches, 1 foot, they equal, so I'm multiplying times 1. And what's happened is the feet will cancel. Feet in the numerator, feet in the denominator. So now I have a quantity in inches, which is not what I want. I want to end in millimeters. So now I want to multiply times something that has inches in the denominator. So I have 2 things with inches. Which one do I use? 12 inches is 1 foot, or 2.54 centimeters is 1 inch. Well, I don't want to use the top one, because if I use the top one, I'm going to go back to feet. It's going to be 3 feet. I don't want to go backwards. So let me use this one. 1 inch is the same as 2.54 centimeters. And again, I use that abbreviation instead of writing out all of centimeters. So now what will happen is my units will be in centimeters. In this last bit of information from problem 6, we'll take it into millimeters. So if I multiply that times a value that has centimeters in the denominator, so I can put 1 centimeter, that is equivalent, the same amount as 10 millimeters, again, mm being the standard abbreviation. So now as I multiply through this, first the feet will cancel and become inches. Then the inches will cancel, become centimeters. Then the centimeters will cancel, and I'll have my answer in millimeters. So now, what are the numbers I have to work with here? I'm going to have 3 times 12 times 2.54 times 10. And in the denominator, really just 1 times 1 times 1. The denominator won't change anything. And my units of measure will be millimeters. Now, if we multiply that out, 3 times 12 is 36. 36 times 2.54, I don't know, that's tough. 36 times 10 I can do is 360. And then I'll have 360 times 2.54, which I already checked on a calculator. I know the answer. 914.4. The denominator being 1, I don't really have to deal with. So I have 914.4. My units of measure are millimeters, because that's what the question asked me to find. So 3 feet in millimeters is a little over 900, 914.4 millimeters.